For anyone who's stuck in their 9-to-5 job and wants a way out to be their own boss, let me just say I've truly been enjoying these phone calls where I post in the DealMachine Facebook group. I say, who's stuck wholesaling real estate and would like to get advice from someone who's done 400 deals? Now, typically me and Ryan will tag team giving advice, but I actually gave advice to someone today who's got one deal, and he was frustrated because he hasn't gotten his second deal yet. And I said, you've accomplished what 90% of the people have accomplished that I talk to. So this is amazing. And so just as a reminder, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling down and frustrated, just know there's always somebody who'd rather trade places with you. And practically, I broke down why he probably hasn't gotten his second deal yet and set him on a path to get there in a matter of a couple months. So tune in. Hope you guys really enjoy this. This is the podcast for 10xing your income and replacing your W-2. My name's David Letko. I created a process that's helped people close 10,000 deals in all 50 states with the software platform called DealMachine.
What's going on, David?
Good to talk with you, man. How are you?
Same, man. I am well. Cannot complain at all.
That's good to hear. Where are you off to today in the car?
So I am actually I'm at work. I just pulled over so I would have good Wi-Fi. I'm at the HEB, but I am a community standards coordinator. So I do inspections for an HOA.
No, I was just saying that's really interesting. So you drive around and look and see if somebody didn't cut their grass or something?
Yes, sir. I am the dreaded I'm the dreaded violations guy.
So what if they didn't cut their grass? What do you do then? Just report it and let the HOA handle the next step?
Yeah, no. So if they didn't cut their grass and it's, a violation type offense, then I issue a violation. Or I, contact the resident, I give them a call and, politely ask them to manicure their lawn.
Yeah. Well, we have this list in DealMachine where you could pull people that have HOA liens against their house. And so that's why I think it's so fascinating to talk with you, because if they go too long without cutting their grass, for example, then the HOA will do it, but put like a lien on their house, right?
Right. In our community, we really don't exercise that, but yes, we can. We can absolutely go and cut their grass and put a lien on it if they don't pay the cost associated with us taking care of their lawn for them.
Right. And so if somebody's like that negligent that you guys had to do something like that, they might be motivated to sell their house.
Absolutely. I've never actually thought about it, but absolutely, 100%.
Well, you got to check that filter out in DealMachine. I'll have to show you.
Yeah, I'm going to get to playing with it. I feel like I need to switch this around. Does this work better?
Yeah. No, you're good. Well,
did I rotate one?
No, I did as well.
All right. I'll do this. I'll just have to see. I see like your nose down.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll lean back.
There you are.
Yeah. So, tell me, what have you, so I think we got connected because I've posted in the DealMachine Facebook group a couple of times. If you feel stuck, send me your number and then we'll set up a time to talk about how you're feeling stuck. So you're working on wholesaling real estate, right?
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I saw that message. I saw it late, unfortunately, I guess last week, but
it's all good. We got to connect now. What's going on? What have you been doing in front of?
Yeah, so I guess my primary issue is I work 9 to 5 every day. I have a wife and a son, so it's kind of challenging to find a whole lot of time to do this. My primary marketing channel that I've been using prior to becoming a DealMachine member was just driving for dollars and kind of going on PropStream or going on the county websites and trying to contact homeowners that way, using like True People, Fast People Search to skip trace. And I feel like what I've noticed is that by the time I've got information and I've reached out to a homeowner, like the home is already sold. I go by there 2 weeks, later and the home is sold and, they're already doing work on the property. So I'm trying to figure out ways to, I guess, better budget my time, so that I better budget my time and really master the market, because I feel like the market that I'm in, which is your market, is just really, really fast paced. And maybe, I don't know if I need to find like a virtual market or something, but mostly it's been driving for dollars. That's been my primary marketing strategy, and going up to the properties and putting post-it notes on the doors.
That's a good strategy. That's a real good strategy. Here in Austin or in Indianapolis?
Austin, here in Austin.
Okay, cool. How many post-it notes do you think you've put on the door?
Man, at this point, because I would say probably 250, 300 posted.
Okay, that's a good number.
Over the last, basically the first quarter of the year. Because my thing is, I started this in 2022. I paid for a class in 2022, and back in that time, I wasn't doing this, reverse driving for dollars. In fact, I didn't get my first deal from all the way from April of 22 until January of this year, like under contract.
Oh, but you got one under contract.
I got one under contract and I got it closed. I got my first deal closed. Now I'm like stressed about deals 2 through 5. I'm trying to make sure that I'm meant for this and this is meant for me. So aiming at deals 2 through 5, but I just don't know if like what I'm doing is the best strategy for where I'm located.
Okay. Where was that house that you did the deal, by the way?
That house was in Round Rock.
Okay, cool. That doesn't surprise me. I like that it's maybe, that's like 20 minutes outside of like downtown, right? It's not like right where all this activity is going on, but it's still a good market, right? That's going up in value. So I like that. You put a post-it note on their door. You put 300 post-it notes. Are you saying in 2024 or just the whole time so far?
I would say probably in the whole time so far. Before that, I was just doing the whole, true people search, skip trace, and try to call hand dialing.
Yeah. How many hand dials do you think you did?
Probably at best 500.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good for all the steps that you had to do, looking up that owner and hand dialing them. What properties on the county website were you looking up? Or was it the driving for dollars list?
Yeah, it was the driving for dollars list. It would be any property that I wrote down while I was out and about.
Okay, cool. How much did you make on that one deal, by the way?
Man, I made $5,000 on that one deal. I could have made 30.
It's okay. You just deferred for it. This is the first one. Why do you say you could have made 30? Why are you saying that?
Because I ended up selling to partner/mentor for the sake of a relationship. However, I was offered. So we marketed the property to build my buyers list. I had already had a conversation with my mentor/partner, and he was like, "I'm going to buy it," but he was like, "Here's a good idea. Let's market the property so that we can build your buyers list." All right. So we marketed the property, and one of the gentlemen offered me $30,000 above, or basically a $30,000 assignment fee, which I had to politely decline. I didn't, of course, explain that I had already had it under contract. I told him that we are accepting offers until, Friday. But then, once Friday came around, I just had to tell him, unfortunately, I had to accept a different offer.
Yeah. Well, hey, I know you're bummed about it because it feels like you let that slip through your fingers. But here's the truth: is I speak with a lot of people, and you've achieved what 95% of them are coming to me trying to achieve, right? And they've been working a year or two. So on the positive side, you know how to do it. You made $5,000, and you don't have to do that again. You could learn from that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about why you haven't got deal 2 yet. I think it's just right around the corner, but I just wanted to say I simply think you're doing the right things, but you haven't done enough. And if you don't have enough time to do more, then we could talk about other ways that might be an option for you. But when I'm giving advice, or what I've noticed from my own deals is if I've added 300 driving for dollars leads, that's typically enough to get one deal. And I say, market to that person 6 times. So I think that you marketed once, maybe twice, if you include the Post-it note and the phone call. So I just think you could take that exact same list, and if you have the budget for it, send a postcard every month for 4 more months, right? And you probably may get another deal from just that. Doesn't involve any more of your time.
Hey guys, if you know you want to quit your job in the next 3 months, make sure you're subscribed to this podcast because we've got some incredible frameworks with step-by-step instruction that you're not going to want to miss. Also, leave us a rating and review to let us know your favorite parts and why you want to get financial freedom.
So since I got that first deal closed, which was February 22nd, that's when I joined into DealMachine, and I've begun sending postcards. I would just went driving for dollars, and I would just add the property, and then I would just send the postcard. And I don't know that in me doing that I was doing the right, I guess, strategy with sending those postcards. Here recently, I've watched quite a few episodes of the DealMachine podcast, and I've seen it talked about to add photos. So I just recently added a couple family photos on my postcards, and I changed the mailing address because I was concerned about having I live in an apartment currently. So the address that was appearing was my apartment complex address. So I was like, well, is this going to affect when people get this postcard, they see this apartment on there, is this going to affect them actually taking me seriously or not? So I got a virtual mailing address that I've added, and now I've added a couple of photos, and I set up a mail sequence. I created 4 postcards with different photos of me and the family. And then I created a mail sequence, which I just got that going this past weekend.
Okay.
So,
well, I like that you used an Austin address, and the virtual address is also Austin, right?
It is. It's Round Rock.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's where you're advertising, right? That's fine. It's in the area.
It is.
I think yeah. So the other thing that I like that you did was you put the family photo on there. I think that's really smart. You don't need a logo. I think people want to do business with people who are friendly and local. And so that's always been what our data showed, was having that family photo with your face is better than a logo. So good job with that too. And you just started this week. So I think you're on the right track. So you've got those 500 leads in there, and you're starting the mail every 21 days, right? It's 4 times. Perfect.
Right. Absolutely.
Cool.
No, I lie. So financially, I couldn't afford the every 21 days.
Yes.
So I've done every 30 days currently.
Okay. So let's talk about what. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So how much free time do you have in the meantime now, right? You've maxed out what you could spend. So let's see what else we could do.
Yeah, so free time, I've pretty much got my entire Saturday. I've got at least 8 hours on Saturdays. I've got about 5 hours on Sundays. And then I kind of sneak some additional time on my Wednesdays. I get to work from home. Well, not this Wednesday, but typically I get to work from home. So on Wednesdays, I kind of sneak in a couple of additional hours.
Okay, cool. So what I would do is I would pull the list in Round Rock of your people who are tax delinquent and also the pre-foreclosures, just to add in some more leads that you can start sending calls to. I know you don't have the budget to send mail to them, but while the mail's doing its job, you can't make the mail go any faster, right? You can't make people respond to your mail, but it's important to hit them 4 or 5 times because that just gives you a wider time window that they will call you, right, when something comes up in their life. So the other thing we could do is just add more leads and then use that free time to cold call them or even Post-it note them. But in DealMachine, you get the unlimited contact info. Did you know that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So
I started cold calling too. So I guess these are pieces that I should add. I started cold calling. I started that this weekend as well. We invested in a dialer within the last couple of weeks. So I started cold calling. My contact rate is not existent.
the tough thing about dialers right now is like try calling yourself with it, because most of the numbers that they'll sell you inside the dialer were just someone else's number inside of a dialer. So it's going to show as spam on the cell phone when you're making that call. And so you know what that looks like on your phone, right? When you see likely spam, it won't answer. So if you want to stick to the dialer, just make sure you test the number by calling yourself to see if it says likely spam. And if so, get rid of that number by another number. So it's tricky because you're getting numbers that other people discarded. You know what I'm saying? But that would be how to improve the contact rate on the if you're using the dialer. And then of course you could hand dial too with your cell phone. That's not going to show as spam ever. And at least through DealMachine, you won't have to use that extra step to go to a different website, right? You don't have to go from the county to True People Search to your phone. You can just click the button in DealMachine to call, right? So, but yeah, so try that out with the dialer. I like your commitment, right? So just continue to do actually what I was about to tell you to do. You're already kind of doing the right thing. So just know that, and it's going to happen.
All right. I believe it. I believe it. It's been a long, tedious journey. I have, of course, questioned myself many times, like, is this right for me? I want my time back. I don't want to have to spend 8 hours a day working for others, having to spend time away from my family. It's a long commute to and from my place of employment. So I don't know if it's just my eagerness to make this thing happen fast. It's like stressing me and like having me second guess myself so often, because like this is, I guess, one of the biggest issues has been like I started this so long ago. Like I said, April of 22 is when I took my course, and here it is January, or now it's March, but January of 24 is the first time I get a property under contract and closed. So I'm like, I'm like, is this right for me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I had a second guess and doubted myself so much.
I completely understand it. But just looking at the numbers, you just need to do more volume of that outreach. And let time do its thing.
Okay. I hear you. I accept it. I believe it is true. And
yeah, it's hard to get started because you're pinched on time already, because you have the employment and you got your family. You have 8 hours on a Saturday to do this. So there's a max that you can go add distressed properties, right? I'm trying to help you out by giving you a couple other small lists, but the tax delinquent and the pre-foreclosure list. So that, yeah, you could just spend time reaching out to them. So, but yeah, dude, you could definitely do it. You just need to continue increasing your volume.
Okay. Oh, I believe it. I believe it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for the abundance to flow. And I mean, my first deal felt so good. I mean, I truly was able to help someone who needed me. So I want more of that. I'm eager for more.
If you have
other ways, go ahead.
Yeah. I wish you had time to come to the WeWork on Barton's Freights, because there's like 7 wholesalers there that are doing good deals. They work out of there every day, SWAT up, and being around people that are doing it gets rid of that disbelief that creeps into your mind when you're just alone, right? But I know you can't do that if you're working your 9-to-5 job. But text me. I'll give you my number, and just hit me up if you're feeling that doubt, or if you've got a question. And I want to be here to support you because I know it's possible. It's just a proven business model. You just have to work it.
Yes. Question. The WeWork, do you know if they do, like, because I get to work from home, like I said, 1 day a week. So I'm wondering, like, if I took my work to the WeWork, work from there, if I could, like, rent out a space for a day. Or
Yeah.
Like a couple
Well,
hours.
come be my guest. Let me know when that day is. Let's plan it out, and then you can be my guest. So I'll just tell them you're my guest. You don't have to pay to come in that day.
Oh, that would be fire.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
They also do have like limited memberships where you can come in once a week. So we could talk about that when you get there. But yeah, do a free day. Kind of just to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am ready.
Dude, it's great. It's just great to be around people that are doing it. So it tells you it's awesome.
So I've been seeking, I guess that's the other piece. I've been seeking community in this market, and I can't seem to find it. When I check the Facebook groups, I can't find like any RIAs or like where is everyone, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's some killers at WeWork. So come hang out. When's your next day off work?
My next day off work is Saturday. My next work from home day is next week, Wednesday.
Okay. I should be here next week, Wednesday. So why don't we plan on that?
Okay. I'm here for it.
Okay.
I mean,
Perfect. You got my cell phone? I think I got your.
I do.
Okay.
Wait, do I have your cell phone?
Yeah, do you have it?
No, I do not.
Okay. So I see yours in the calendar invite here. So once we sign off, I'll text you so you have it.
Okay, perfect. I was ready to write it down.
All right.
All right, cool.
How you feeling? What was like the biggest takeaway from this?
The biggest takeaway from this, I feel really good. The biggest takeaway is, I guess working smarter, marketing more, just keeping at it, man.
Yeah,
keeping at it, keeping pushing through. Like I said, more marketing. I'm excited to check out these tax delinquent pre-foreclosures list. I think that's something that I can do, and I can add a couple of free additional hours. So
perfect. Good takeaways. All right, man. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
Awesome. I appreciate it, David. Enjoy your day as well.
You're welcome. You too. Thanks for the time.
All right, now.
Bye.
Take care.
Thanks for listening to the DealMachine Real Estate Investing Podcast. Please leave us a review and follow along wherever you're listening to your podcast.